This technique will blow your mind. It makes so much sense. That's why I don't know why there are not more people talking about that. And I promise you, when you use this technique, you will see huge improvements and you will become a much more powerful manifester. So let's look at the great Reality Transurfing Manifestation Technique that will explode your results. Are you ready? Everyone is free to choose any destiny they wish. The technique that I'm talking about today is based on the pendulums. That's an idea of Vadim Zeland. Vadim Zeland is the guy that wrote Reality Transurfing. Today we look into what pendulums are, why knowing about them is huge for manifestation, and how I handle pendulums so that I can manifest whatever I want. So what are pendulums? When many people think the same and have the same opinion, the energy of their thoughts become a structure in itself. Imagine it like your own entity. The more people feed this entity with the same kind of thoughts, the bigger it gets, the more powerful it gets. Vadim Zeland calls these pendulums. The pendulum wants to have you as a part of it so that you can feed the pendulum with the same thoughts, with the same opinions, so it gets bigger. Many of these pendulums are destructive. They keep you away from your authenticity, of choosing the life that you really want, of manifesting your dreams, of manifesting what you desire. To better understand what a pendulum is, we look at two examples now. Two examples that are huge. Two of the biggest examples that exist. First of all, religion. Many times a religion tells you what to think and what is right or wrong. They kind of think for you, and you simply have to adapt to that opinion, to that thinking, and then it's fine. You are part of the pendulum. Explaining religion as pendulums is great because they show a typical thing from pendulums, and that is to not accept others or other opinions. And religions often say, we are right, the others are wrong. And pendulums love that. This energy or this entity of a pendulum loves when people think that the other side is wrong because it makes it even more powerful. Now let's look at a second example. Society in certain places. I take the example now of Switzerland because I'm living here at the moment. When I'm here, I really see that the pendulum of not dreaming too big and that safety is the most important thing and that it's important to not taking risks. Now with this example, I also want to tell you some other typical criteria of a pendulum, and that is when you are near that pendulum. Like let's say you talk with someone that is in a certain religion, or you are like me at the moment in Switzerland. The pendulum tries to put these thoughts and opinions on you. So when you even think just a little bit in that direction, you are caught in. This pendulum catches you and brings you away. And then when you are caught in this pendulum, it's really difficult to change your opinion again. You need to really understand that now you took on opinions and thoughts from the pendulum, from like these other people that created that pendulum instead of your own. So when I came here to Switzerland after 4 years of traveling, I had to pay attention that I don't become like most people here, that I'm not caught up in the same thoughts, thinking that better not traveling too far, it's too dangerous. Better not open your own business, it's too dangerous. Safety is more important. It's better you save some money and you work until you're 65 and then maybe you will have some money and do whatever you want. But better not risk anything. Better not dream too big. And you may experience the same when you, let's say, go on Christmas Eve to your family and they have a certain opinion or they have a certain way to think about certain things. So let's say you live somewhere else and have your own ideas and have your own dreams and your own friends that think maybe like you think. And then you go back home for Christmas and then you have to pay attention to not get into the same old kind of thinking, into the same old kind of opinion that maybe you broke out of. But when you're there with this kind of people, you have to pay attention that you don't begin again to think the same thoughts as you thought when you were younger. I hope that all made sense. Good. This was it's for a general understanding of pendulums. If it's not clear, or if you're really interested to know more about the pendulums, let me know in the comments down below or send me a DM on Instagram so I can make more videos about that topic. But for now, let's go into why knowing about the pendulums is so important for manifestation. So why it's so important to know about the pendulums for your manifestations. So I talked about some really huge and big pendulums. They are pretty obvious now that you know about the pendulums, right? But there are other ones, kind of smaller ones, that can creep up during your day and kill your manifestation. And we don't want that. That's why I want you to know everything about these small pendulums and how to get rid of them, but we'll see that in point number 3. So why is knowing about them so important for manifestation? It is because when you get caught up in these pendulums, you lower your vibration. And just as a recap, you have to be in a vibrational match as your desire, with your desire, so that you can manifest it. Law of attraction. Because the law of attraction states that likes attract likes. So if your wish is vibrating on a certain frequency, for manifesting it and attracting it into your life, you yourself have to vibrate on the same frequency so that you can attract each other. And why does such a pendulum lower your vibration? Because it comes with, or it shows up with negative thoughts, negative feelings, doubt, fear, anger, the feeling of not being good enough, the feeling of not doing the right thing, or the negative feeling and thoughts about why is my manifestation not here yet? I hear that so often. People come to me and say, why is my manifestation not here yet? Why is it not working? I'm frustrated, I'm angry, it should be here already, but the opposite is happening. And every time when I hear something like that, I know why they are not manifesting. Because they got caught up in this pendulum and are not able to jump out of it. And that's why they are not in the same vibration as they desire. And that's why they're not manifesting. So now let's look at some examples. And then after that, I will tell you how do I handle pendulums. And I will tell you a really funny story that will explain how powerful this reality transurfing manifestation technique is. Okay, let's look at example number 1. Let's say you have an idea to create something. Maybe you create a new business. Maybe it's a business idea. Maybe it's an idea for your business. Or maybe it's something that you want to craft and then sell on Etsy. Great idea. Then, while you start doing these things or while you gather everything that you need, thoughts come up. Like, I don't know if it's worth it. With these kind of things, you can't make money. It's too difficult. And bam, all your high vibration, all your energy, all your vision is gone. By the way, these are all thoughts and opinions from a bigger pendulum. Example number 2. You decided that you want to manifest your dream home. You're all high vibe, motivated, inspired, and then you look at the listings online. And while you look, you call your friend because you're so happy, so you want to tell your friend what you want to do. And your friend goes online as well and then says, but have you seen the prices? And instantly your vibration drops. You become unsure. You think maybe it was not the right idea. Maybe I don't have enough money. I'm not to that. I'm not to that. So you stop being inspired, motivated, and in high vibration. And because of that, you will not be able to get your dream home. Okay, but now how do you break those pendulums so they are not standing between you and your manifestation? How I break pendulums. First of all, if you think that you can break a pendulum by fighting it, by pushing it away, it's not working. Not even a bit. It's the contrary, because when you want to fight it, when you want to push it away, you give it attention. And you know where you put your focus on, you get more of it. So fighting is not a good idea. That's why I use these 2 techniques. Technique number 1, I don't let it touch me. I kind of let go the pendulum to an empty space. That's not always working, to be honest. That's why I have number 2 that we will see in a moment. But when it's working, I kind of not react to the pendulum. When I feel these thoughts coming up, or someone says something, or these feelings come up of not being good enough, or not having what it takes, or that it's not working, or whatever, I just ignore them and continue my work, continue what I'm doing, or focus on some other positive thoughts. But I don't react. I don't think, oh my God, now I have these thoughts. What should I do? This is bad. Again, it happened. No, nothing. Like, they are not here. And in the 2 examples of before, this technique would look the following. The example with the new project, I would simply focus on the task at hand. I would focus on the work that I want to do on the new project and would enjoy the beauty of beginning something new, of creating what I had in my mind, put it out there. I would focus on that when the pendulum comes up. And in the example number 2, I would tell my friend, oh, sorry, I don't have time now. I have to go. Hang up the phone. I'm still hanging up the phone like old school. Yes, my phones were like that. Okay, I hang up the phone. And, okay, I would hang up the phone and then I would continue looking at these beautiful pictures, or I would plan how I want to pay that house, how I want to get the money, how do I want to save the money or mortgage or whatever. I would put the focus away from the pendulum, away from the friend that said these things, and just focus on the thing ahead. That means don't react to pendulums. And now my favorite technique. Technique number 2 is I do something completely different. And now, wait, listen to this story. I tried out this technique. And you have to listen to it. Okay, we were driving with our motorhome in France. And France for driving, sometimes it's not so funny. Well, we were driving and already had kind of people that were angry at us or yelled something that was not okay for them or went too fast, or things happened on the highway that were not that funny or did not feel good. Okay, well, and then one car coming from the right, and I saw him, and he was like making these signs and telling, oh, you're driving at the wrong place, you're blah, blah, blah. I don't know what, but he seemed really, really angry. And I was there, then it just went a bit back, and then when he came up again, I usually would be angry. But I thought about this technique, and I thought about the pendulums, and I knew I don't want to continue the day with these negative thoughts and with this anger that the people have around me. I don't want that. So I made the following. I looked at him and I made like a child. Just to let you know, I wanted to show something else, but then I thought maybe it's not a good idea. Maybe then there would be some accidents. So better just do like a child. He went back again, and then when he came up, oh, I have goosebumps. He was another person. He was smiling. He looked at us and said, yeah, like rock and roll. And he was, I don't know what happened, but he was so happy. And then like he went like in front of us, somewhere else. We saw him sometimes, and he all the time he was just like this and like rock and roll and so happy to see us. This was a huge experience for me to see like what it really means to break a pendulum, and what when you break the pendulum, when you decide to not get caught up in the pendulum, you can change the world. You can change other people around you. And just with doing something that is completely unexpected, this is the technique on how you break the pendulum, you even break it for other people. That was beautiful experience. So doing something silly and unexpected when these pendulums come up is so powerful. Let's look at how it would look like with the 2 examples. With example number 1, with the project, when I use this technique, I would jump up, dance, sing, or and this is a proven technique by me, I tried it and it works, when fear comes up that something will not work out, I'm doing something wrong or whatever, I begin laughing and saying, oh my fucking God, that's amazing! Fear is back! Yes! Hello fear! What are you doing? And like all this, like I really dance. When I did it the first time, my partner was looking at me and he didn't know what I was doing, but said, this thing works. You are happy now, and I'm happy now as well. So we are fine, we are great. And so this technique, it's really amazing. Just do something completely unexpected. Well, let's see with the example number 2, with the dream home and the friend on the phone, I would say, oh, we never talked about your favorite cake. What is your favorite cake? Do you prefer chocolate or more like this cookie kind of thing? Let's elaborate this topic, please. Or something like this. Your friend will change topic and be happy, and you change the whole pendulum for yourself, for your friend, for everyone around you. Get creative, and that's why I love this technique. And then when you broke this pendulum, when it doesn't have the grip on you, you can continue being in the high vibration that you want to be, so that you can be a vibrational match to your desire and it can come to you. So for me, reading Reality Transurfing changed my life. Thanks to that